Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. Today I have another update and unboxing for you. This update is for Lattafa, the newest release of Lattafa, which is the Opulent range, and this is Lattafa Opulent Red. This one came 2022. It came out 2022. It's a to me this is Oriental floral, and it is unisex. It's targeted for men and women, but it leans a little bit towards feminine. Okay, a little bit, maybe 45 to 55%. Okay. It in terms of longevity is very good. 8 to 10 hours on your skin. On my skin at least it went 8 to 10 hours, and on t-shirt it goes much longer. In terms of projection, is very good projection for first 2 hours. Very big. It's almost a room filler. So projection is very good. In terms of sillage, again, very good. You don't need more than 5 or 6 sprays of this. It's very strong. It's quite dense. In terms of who is it for, this is, as I said, targeted for unisex, but I think it leans a little bit feminine. This is very good for all year round. There is no season for it, although it's quite sweet and it's quite dense. But I think it's one of those fragrances that you can rock every time you want. Depending on the trigger. So if you control the trigger, for example, if in summer, in the heat, 1 or 2 or 3 sprays, not more. In winter you can go heavier, maybe 5, 6 sprays. Okay, so it's one of those fragrances that you can easily rock it all year round, and it could be a signature scent for somebody who likes this kind of fragrances. So this one opens up very sweet. So this is in terms of sweetness, from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. This is around 9, so it's quite sweet, and also it's quite fruity. So sweet, fruity in the beginning, and there's a little bit of spiciness. Spiciness is like a pink pepper or a pepper, and when it goes to the mid, after 20 minutes to half an hour, it becomes more floral. Rose and jasmine are dominant here. With a mixture of the rose, jasmine, and some other florals. I think there is lavender in here as well, but it's not mentioned. So anyway, so other florals in here, it makes it quite floral, but it never runs away with the floral. It always keeps it in balance with other things. In the beginning it's a little bit confusing, so it is like all the notes are rushing and fighting each other in the beginning for the last 5-10 minutes, but when it settles it becomes much better, smoother, and also creamier, and it gets creamier and creamier by the time it goes on. The dry down is dominated by 4 players here, and at least to my nose. There's a leather aspect, there is tonka bean and vanilla, and also the little bit of earthiness. It gives it, I think that earthiness is come from something like nutmeg, or something little bit on the woody side, but also on the nutty side. Okay, so in the dry down, the far dry down, in the last 2-3 hours of life of this fragrance, it becomes nutty, it becomes a little bit darker, it becomes sweet, and not sweeter, less sweet, but sweetness still there. So the sweetness in the beginning, it starts very sweet, but it goes less sweet by the time it goes on. By the end of this fragrance, you still got sweetness, but the sweetness may be around 7 or 6. So it is quite a dense fragrance. It is quite a complex fragrance, especially for the price. This is under £20, or sometimes you can find it even under £15 for 100 ml eau de parfum. Strong performer. And the scent profile, although in the beginning is a little bit confusing and the notes are fighting each other for the last few minutes, but we settles down and becomes a very much nicer fragrance. Overall, I recommend it, but I recommend it for people who like this kind of fragrances, because again, although it's quite a nice fragrance, it's not a challenging fragrance, but it could put some people off when it goes to the dry down, that earthy, nutty, sweet, leathery aspects, plus the tonka bean and mixing it a little bit darker. So the combination of few things in the dry down makes it, I won't say challenging, but it won't be easy going. Okay, so recommended for people like this kind of fragrance, especially for a price. You cannot go wrong. This one is 25 and up in terms of age, because this is a little bit on the mature side. It gives it a little bit of classic feel, a little bit of classy feel, a little bit of a sophistication feel. Okay, that's why it's a little bit on the dressier side of things, although you can wear it casually, but it's a little bit on the dressier side. And that's why I said 25 and up in terms of age, because it could be a little bit too much for a young nose. Okay guys, that was the Lattafa update, Lattafa Opulent Red. Let's go to today's unboxing and first sniff, and this is the house of, or the brand of, Jenny Glow. Jenny Glow is another branch or subsidiary of Armaf, or the Sterling Perfume, and they make again good copies of Jo Malone fragrances. Jo Malone is a niche fragrance house in London, based in London, and they usually, their fragrances are, they claim is on the natural side. They're quite pricey, and also they're quite simple. They don't mix too many notes together, usually one or two or three notes, to make the scent profile quite simple. So today one is called Jenny Glow Cologne, and this one is Eau de Parfum 80 ml. So 80 ml Eau de Parfum, and is targeted unisex, but let's see how it goes. So the box, as you can see, quite nice, especially for the price. Again, these are the Jenny Glow ones that are under £20. I reviewed about 5 or 6 of Jenny Glows before, about 2-3 years ago. I was one of the first to introduce this brand, and for the price you pay, again, are very good. They smell good, they last decent amount of time, and they don't break the bank. So for, again, value for money. So let's see. So as you can see, the box is purple with the yellow accent, and attention to detail is quite good. Sorry about the noise. When you do unboxing, you can't do anything about the noise. Okay, so the box is quite simple, but it does the job perfectly, which is protecting the bottle. And okay, the bottle are quite cute. They are quite on the simple side, but on the classy side as well. So as you can see, very cute bottle, square, and the cap is quite hefty. There's quite a weight to it. It's plastic. And let's go with the atomizer. Very good atomizer. So Jenny Glow always makes a good atomizer. Okay, so how is the smell on Jenny Glow Cologne? And wow, smelling very good. Alright, let's go. First sniff. Beautiful. Wow, gorgeous. Especially for my age, for my taste. This is, it says Jenny Glow Cologne, so that means it's on the classic side, it's on the barbershopy side, and it delivers. Wow, it's very barbershopy, it's very clean, it's very fresh, and it's right now is dominated by citruses. Grapefruit, lemon, it's got lavender, Wow, but it's very cute, very pretty, especially for my age. This is definitely 25 or 30 years old and up, because this is classic. This brings you back, or at least brings me back to my childhood, when my father, my uncles wear something similar to this. This is very reminiscent of 60s, 70s, 80s fragrances, or very, very masculine, very quite barbershopy, masculine, quite fresh but spicy in the same time. It's got a little bit of spice into it, and it's got a tiny bit of sweetness which comes from vanilla. But the vanilla in here is not today's vanilla. It's a classic vanilla, which makes it smooth. Instead of giving it too much sweetness, it is giving it smoothness in the background. But overall, mamma mia, this smells beautiful, gorgeous, for especially for a price under £20. Wow. This is one of those fragrances that you don't expect something like this to come out, and this is very surprising to me. Although I knew house or brand of Jenny Glow, they make good fragrances, they're copying other big names like Joe Malone, but I didn't expect it to be this good. Yeah, so if you like classics, if you like 70s, 80s fragrances, masculine, fresh, spicy, barbershopy fragrance, this is an absolutely gorgeous. For me, this is a everyday fragrance, casual fragrance, going to work fragrance, enjoy the day fragrance. So it's a daytime, enjoy casual. And also this one is very, very good for people who don't want to think about fragrance. They just put it on go, because it's very easy going, okay? Although it's quite a classic, okay? So if you don't like classic, it might put you off, but to me this is absolute gorgeous. Wow, so the lavender is coming up more, and also a little bit of patchouli. Again, the patchouli in this is clean patchouli. It's not today's patchouli, which is chocolatey. No, this is a clean patchouli, just giving it a little tiny bit of earthiness, tiny bit of body into it. Okay, so it's got a body, but overall it's fresh. It's fresh, and it's uplifting. Is quite clean as well. And also I can feel something like a muskiness into it as well. In the background there is a musk, so it gives it again another clean aspect. But overall, mamma mia, highly recommend it, at least for a first impression, first sniff. This is beautiful. Even if it lasts around 5 to 6 hours, this is good, because don't forget, this kind of fragrances, the barbershopy ones, usually they don't last that long. An hour or two, that's it. So if this one, which is Eau de Perfume, lasts around 5 to 6 hours and even a little bit longer, it will be a wow, wow, wow. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you find this video useful, informative, if you find it entertaining, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button for future upload. Share this video with other people. This way you will help to expand my channel and bring you videos and fragrances like this in future. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.